Backstage, pass out laughing. Yes, sir, here at Backstage, staying on topic with conversation, make you think, hey, please don't be scared, making a fuss, they jokes, partner, please lighten up, cause comedy's about making life funny, bruh. And if you're ready for the show now, follow me backstage, cause it's about to go down.
Yes, sir, once more, and again, yours truly, the voice, Mr. Savoir-Faire, the D.L. Marshall, and welcome to season 2 of the award-winning radio show and podcast, DL's Backstage Pass Conversations. And we have today none other than our awesome guest conversationalist on today. You know how we do. We bring you the best conversations there is to have. And we've got a media mogul. We've got a entertainment phenom. Y'all got to keep it right here. You reading it at the bottom. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, taking the industry of entertainment by storm. Give it up for my guest on tonight, the one, the only Lady J. What's happening, Lady J?
What's up? Nothing much. What's going on?
You got your Hollywood shades on, and you looking like you backstage ready and ready to jump on stage. So the way you looking, we should have had you on the arena show. We're gonna have to get you for that too. So how's everything been going to kick off 2024? Haven't got a chance to be in the same space with you since October of 2023 at the Spin Awards, where you mastered the red carpet and carrying on. Just
I did shut it down, didn't I?
How has everything been going on with you since then?
I can't complain. Honestly, I mean, I've had my challenges as always. I did start off the year in recovering from a surgery, but aside from that, God is still good all the time. Yeah. He's a keeper, he's a provider, he's a healer. So I don't have any, anything negative to say. He gave me the word new for the year, and that's all I've been experiencing is new everything.
Amen. And speaking of new everything, I kind of led off a little bit, but I wanted to leave some room for you to talk about. We understand that you are the CEO and operating executive for EGO Network. And we also understand that you are the CEO and COO of JQLM Radio, which you can catch DL's Backstage Pass, the radio show version on that network every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But give us a little intel about EGO Network and JQLM.
So Ego Entertainment Network is the parent company. Under that company is JQLM Radio, Ego News, Ego PR and Management, also Ego Magazine, our events team, and also the center, the studio. So, I mean, we have Ego TV as well. So we have, it's a multimedia company. So Ego Entertainment is a multimedia network. And so everything media, anything media you can think of, we cover, we do. So JQLM Radio is just a radio station underneath Ego Entertainment Network. So it is a part of that conglomerate. It is a division of Ego Entertainment Network, I should say. So, and with JQLM Radio, their shows, there's 24/7 music. We play gospel, hip hop, pop, R&B, neo soul, and of course you get great talk shows like yours on there. Some of them are JQLM Radio original shows with hosts, and then some of them are syndicated shows. So
definitely, and there is a plethora of all kind of stuff that you can get, which is, I would call it, good, wholesome, clean content. Then you got your can be ratchet content, and then you got your news content. So whatever the happening is for your desire, she has an outlet and a show for that, and that makes that platform amazing. How did you get off into, first of all, having an entertainment network that just covers the span of radio and print media as well?
Well, to be honest, this was not something that I set out to do. So I released my first book the first part to my life story in
Flex.
2015. And that book, it literally just like spread like wildfire. Once it,
Hmm.
I was well known in the community for my community work and what I do with homeless and youth and things of that sort. And when that book came out, and in the Midwest area, when that book came out, I mean, there were corporations, organizations buying them by the bulk.
Okay.
So, and then I started to be contacted by radio stations and television shows and things that sort to be interviewed. And was already, being interviewed on the news for what I was doing in the community and things of that sort. And so once that happened, and they were like, Lady J, well, that led to me then speaking at a lot of different places. So I transitioned from singing, and I was still singing, but transitioned from singing into speaking more. And then that speaking kind of opened the doorway to me creating a program, or God gave me the tools I needed to put together. At the time, it was called the Life Support Program, and now it's called the Bounce Back Program, teaching people how to overcome the impossible. So teaching them
Okay.
how to become completely healed from trauma, deep, rooted trauma or hardships and things that for the same way that I did. So the things that God allowed me to do and go through, I incorporated that into the program, and it was attached to that book. And then that led to me then having my own show. They were like, Lady J, man, what you do with all these, all these after school programs and job corps and all sorts of kind of stuff is awesome. And like you can reach so many more people, and you can give these tips and help people, over the airwaves. So I think you should have your own show. And I started a show. And then I think I had like 1,500 listeners in like 60 days.
Oh wow.
And then and then that grew to, man, Lady J, you're doing, this is awesome. Then you know what? You should have your own platform. You should have your own radio station. And I'll invest, and you can do this. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm very business minded, so I can build any type of company from the ground up, and
Yeah.
like that, and with a solid foundation. So I launched the radio station with a partner. It wasn't the right partner, I found out later. But so I launched the radio station, and we grew that. In 10 months, we were making profit. We reached 86 countries and over 250,000 listeners. And so I did a lot of footwork for that, a lot of
Okay.
footwork for that. And then from there, I disconnected myself, and then I launched JQLM Radio. And then once I got that going, I had people asking me, like, Jay, can you be my manager? Can you be my? I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. So the next thing was the magazine. Well, how can I started looking for everything that I do has to help other people in some shape, form, or fashion. So the radio station was providing great opportunities for local businesses and medium-sized corporations to promote their brand, their products and things of that sort. People to have a voice and be able to have a message to reach, a lot more people.
Hmm.
And I think people fell in love with the fact that it's not just a radio station that gives you airtime. Most radio stations are set up that way. I'm just giving you airtime. It's a full service platform. And so you get whether it's the graphics, whether it's the training, access to sponsorships, access to be able to do certain events, how to draw listeners. I mean, it's a full experience, and you get a lot, I'm saying, for reasonable, more than
Right.
reasonable price
Right.
every month. And then you get your airtime as well. And so, and then the added component, it being able to also be distributed after being live on air, because you get that live interaction. People can call in, be on the show. You can give away stuff live and stuff like that. And it being able to be repurposed into podcasts and be distributed over major podcast platforms was another added feature. And then I decided, okay, well, how can I help other people too that maybe don't want to come on radio to promote themselves, to be seen, we heard them featured, and that's how I came up with Ego Magazine, a
Hmm.
bi-monthly digital interactive magazine, but now we're print too. So, and then from there, it was the events. It's always been events, so we've always been doing that, but kind of took that up to a whole nother level. So the events, not just doing media coverage and red carpets, but also coordinating and hosting events as well, and
Hmm.
and doing doing media coverage of your local event. So whether you're doing a brand launch, a book signing, things of that sort, community events, stuff like that.
So
And
what you're
then
saying is, if I have like a CD release, or if I have a book release, or I want to do a book tour, I could reach out to EGO Network and you guys could coordinate things as such.
Yep,
So
coordinating hosted. If you, whether it's a red carpet event, we set up the, set you up, make sure you have a dope red carpet, run the traffic, do your B-roll footage, interviews, things that you can, and then we customize that and give it to you so you can use it for marketing and future things, put it up on your sites and whatever the case may be. So yes, we
man,
do that.
you artists better get with Lady J and EGO Network, man. Y'all just heard with those that was just the tip of servicings that she offer, and I wanted to kind of plug that in because so many people look around and they're like, oh my God, I got this event coming up and I'm so overwhelmed, or how I don't do this, or I wanted to look this kind of way, I need my aesthetics to be popping, I need behind the scene, I need a good event space, I need a good event host, I need somebody to tell somebody about it. They can get it all with you.
Yes, and we serve all 50 states. So I use a service for different venues, and I have relationships with a lot of people everywhere. So it doesn't matter where you are. And the fact that you just put that out there, I'm actually launching a special this starting this week for artists that are releasing albums or singles between now and July. And so we'll be giving a huge discount on the package for a album release or a single release event. So,
well, I got a release event for my OnlyFans page. You think you can help me do a rollout for that? Got to get
as
these.
long as it doesn't require me to participate in in questionable acts.
No, it's not questionable. OnlyFans gets such a negative connotation. It gets such a negative. You know what I'm saying? It's. I just put it like this. Y'all sell these tickets and y'all don't have to see Chocolate Thunder.
I think that OnlyFans, listen, I mean, to each his own. I'm gonna just say that to each his own.
I didn't mean to tell you.
To each his own, but yeah, it's gonna be a no for me.
Oh man, OnlyFans have destroyed so many marriages and relationships because people have had friends say, "Hey, dog, this your wife?" or "Sweetheart, is this your honey?"
But you know what? OnlyFans hasn't destroyed it. It's people who do not take their marriage or their committed relationship seriously that destroy it. You chose to get on there, create your page, OnlyFans page, because you wanted more attention and to make money. And the fact that people will sell their body, their soul, whatever for $1, something that you can't take with you and something that can't make you happy. Excuse me. And putting your whole entire family and your well-being at risk. I mean, for $1, I mean, hey.
Y'all don't have to worry about it because she's not gonna promote it. I don't care. But you know what? Some of y'all could take y'all album release parties and listening parties. Y'all could take it there. And people probably hurry up and pay because they thinking it's something else. And then once they get in, you got they scripts already. So, all right, we've got Lady J. She is a media mogul, entertainment phenom. She's also owner and operator of JQLM Radio. She's operating editor-in-chief of EGO Magazine. She's an author. She is your PR saving grace. Just look her up. She's going to give her contact information again before she gets out of here. But I kind of want to take a gear to another thing that you said. You said you was a singer. Take us through your background of how Lady J got into the industry of music, singing wise.
Well, I've been singing my whole entire life. My mother is a professional singer. So, I grew up around artists and celebrities and stuff. They, She opened up for a lot of people. She traveled a lot, sang a whole lot. And then me and my siblings were actually in studio when we were younger with Tony Terry's producer.
Okay.
And we were asked, to be pulled from school and get a tutor so we can go on the road and stuff. And she wasn't having it. So that we didn't, that didn't continue. But yes, I've been singing my whole entire life. Choirs, solos. People ask to book me to sing. I sing also with the multi-award nominated group, JP. So Jesus Promoters with Demetrius West. So
Okay.
I sang with them as well. And due to my aneurysm, I'm not able to be on stage anymore because of the sound. So.
That sucks. That sucks because I could picture you on stage with the bubbliness of your personality. And I've heard you when we've been in cars together on the road headed to award shows and different shows. I've heard you hum a little bit, I ain't really seen no full fledged yet, but I've heard you hum a little bit.
Yeah.
She didn't make me talk bad about it. So she never came up on stage. So with you having the gift to sing, the gift to write, the gift of organization, had you ever thought of taking another aspect to media to stage as far as a stage play or even cinema?
Actually, on our television and film division, we do produce content, so movies and television shows and things of that sort. I've been doing distribution since 2016. No,
Okay.
2015.
Okay.
On major networks, so BET, on A&E, so we do that as well. So if you want to get on major television and promote your brand and stuff, I can do it for a very low price. And
now set your contact information out. Release that right now, real quick, for the people that's in now and that's viewing us. Go ahead, don't make them wait all the way to the end, but we'll give your information now, and then we'll come back and do it again. If I wanted to get and take advantage of your specials and your expertise, how could I reach out to you?
Just go to egoentertainmentnet.com, egoentertainmentnet.com. Fill out the contact form. That's the easiest way.
Man, now I have a dope website, and I owe all that dopeness to you. Are you still in the business of creating a website, or is that they missed out on that ride?
Yeah, so that's not an Ego Entertainment service. So Ego Entertainment is just one company that I own. So Life Support Company is another company. There's a division of that called Business Bangers, and under that I provide business services. So I hold a degree in business management, also in psychology. So that goes with my, business development. I've done that for over 15 years, business development, business management. And so anything business from A to Z, and anything legal, structurally, organizationally, operationally, I'm your girl. And so if you need websites or custom documents or, help with starting, growing, or fixing your company, then that would be under that brand. And so, yeah, that's a service that I do provide as long as I have the time, because my schedule is very hectic. Then I will take on clients. I have, clients under that brand as well.
I told you guys she is a music industry and media industry mogul. We have Lady J of EGO Entertainment, JQLM. She has so many things that she is so good at that if we started listing all of her credentials, we wouldn't have time for the interview. But you make sure you go over and go to EGO again.
egoentertainmentnet.com. If you want to know about everything that's available to you, you can go to ladyj.co, ladyj.co. And that has every brand on there. The brand pages will take you directly to that brand website, and you can find out more. Everything about me, you can learn on there. ladyj.co, and you can get to Ego Entertainment from there as well.
That's definitely what we want to get them to get all of it. Get it all. Just get it all. Now, the company the media outlet. It has been recognized for some awards. It's got some awards coming up that it's been nominated for. Delve off into that for us.
So, I've won awards for our community outreach or our mission to help, small businesses in the community. I won or been given awards for sponsorship.
Okay.
I have, this past year, I won Network of the Year at the OWR Awards. I was nominated also for Magazine of the Year and Promoter of the Year.
Oh.
And then
cool.
I am nominated this year for the Rhythm of Gospel Award. Oh, I think it's Internet Radio Station of the Year. And I forgot what the other one is. I think it's like maybe a gospel music promoter or something of the year, something like that. I forgot what the other one is. But yes, I've been nominated in 2 categories for the Rhythm of Gospel Award. And I also won, last year, I won the Global Women of Choice Award in the entertainment industry.
That's dope. That's what's up. Lady J is our guest conversationalist with us on tonight on DL's Backstage Pass Conversation, Season 2 of the podcast. I am your host, Mr. Savoir-Faire, the DL Marshall, and we're going to segue real quick into something that you have coming up, and I want to make sure that we get into it. So you guys hang tight. We're going to get into something. We'll be back with more Lady J after this. Well, look who's traveling again. It's yours truly, Mr. Savoir-Faire, the DL Marshall. And guess what? Once again, low-cost airlines come through once more and again. I'm about to head up out of here, but I had to take a moment just so you can see how many happy low-cost airline customers it is. You want to be one? Sure you do. Go to 1-800-708-3091. That's 1-800-708-3091. Tell them DL sent you. You can be everywhere like Mr. Savoir-Faire. I'm up out of here. They ain't gonna close the door on me this time.
Hey y'all, it is Sean Lee House of Sean Lee House Photography, and I'm backstage enjoying my favorite radio show and podcast, DL's Backstage Pass on Marsh Media Backstage Entertainment.
In English, what's the hardest thing to say?
For me, probably sixth. Like fourth, fifth, and then sixth.
Anything with a TH?
They threw 3 thick things.
That was really good.
Thank you.
The word vegetable? Vegetable.
Caesars. And Caesar.
Or did you mean hard to say emotionally?
I do, I mean emotionally.
Oh. I was wrong.
A real tough one to say is, I'm sorry.
I forgive you.
Goodbye.
For me, it's saying I love you. But that's tough to say in any language.
All right, man. Welcome back to the hottest talk and topics, interviews this side of heaven, all the funny you can handle. Yours truly, the voice, Mr. Savoir Faire, the DL Moore. Welcome back to another episode of DL's Backstage Past Conversations. This is season 2. Right here, you can catch us each and every Tuesday evening. A new episode drops 7:30 p.m. on our YouTube channel, I70MMBE. That's channel I70, Marsh Media Backstage Entertainment. And you can also patronize us at our Patreon channel, patreon.com/Marsh Media Backstage ENT, as you just saw. We're about ready to jump back into more conversation with our guest conversationalist, Lady J of EGO Network. How you doing? Back with us, Lady J. Thank you for being gracious with your time. Now, you got a chance to see this activity that's coming up here in April, April 5th and 6th. Tell us about the Reup, how you launched it, and how you have the vision for it.
Well, it's something that I've been working on for about the past 5 to 6 years, and I wanted to create a platform where those of us who are constantly giving of ourselves, our time, our resources, and talents and finances to our community in whatever shape, form, or fashion that may be. So it could be through your gifts, your talents, your organization, your business, your content. For those of us who are doing that every day, we needed a space where we could come together and get poured back into, and where we can release. And so the Reup Experience, I joined up with 9 other women in different states, and we, came together, and I told her what my vision was. And a lot of them are powerhouses themselves. Mm-hmm. And came up with a platform to where those individuals can, come to relax, recoup, they get to rewind a little bit and learn, look back and see how far they've come, and then they get to, once they've been rejuvenated and stuff, they get to go out there and repeat it all over again. And so that platform is not just to recognize the work of those individuals. So because we do have a award show, award ceremony, we want to recognize their work in all the different types of industries and the things that they do, but also give them an opportunity to gain something from it. So the way that the Reup is laid out is very intentional. So we start with the brunch. The interactive brunch is unlike something you've ever something like you've never experienced before, and we thought that the award show was going to be the hit of this weekend experience, but no, it's always been the brunch. When we did the brunch the first time, people were asking, man, we need to do this every month. That's a lot of work. We do that every month. So I also launched last year the brunch and more reloaded. So it was just the brunch. It's not the full weekend experience. So with the brunch, people get to come in. We have entertainment. We have food. There's an icebreaker, and then we cover the business and finance, the health and wellness, the personal development, the community aspects of life. And so you'd be surprised at how many people are in the room crying and just releasing whatever it is they need to talk about and vent about. You have interactive, what we call power circles, where you have a power circle leader, 3 of them, and they have topics. They talk on something for about 5 minutes, and then they interact with the audience. They may have call to actions, and then you have this interactive panel afterwards. There's giveaways. It's so different than any other brunch or event like that I've been to. We wanted to make sure that people got something out of it. And so when you have people that are a part of it, that are willing to be open, honest, detailed, and transparent, people get to come in and see, okay, I'm not alone. And this is something that I needed, because those of us, even you, aside from media, doing what you do with youth, like we get tired, we get bogged down, and we're the ones that people come to all the time. And so who do we go to besides God? And some people get burnt out they get burnt out even in their industry. What they do, whether you're an artist or PR, whatever, a radio host, you get burnt out.
Yeah,
And
burnout
so,
is real. Burnout is real.
absolutely.
And it's funny you just said that, Lady J. And I don't want you to lose your point on this re-up, but it's funny you said that because I've experienced burnout within the last week to where it's just like, and something that you enjoy doing, you don't have to prep yourself. But I've noticed this week I've really had to prep myself to get it going. So that burnout is real, and you have to take some time to kind of just fall back, get re-energized, and then the gumption hits you. Yeah.
And it's not just being supported too. You also get the tools and the tips that you need in order to implement those things. So when you go back out to what it is that you're doing, you can do it a little bit better and a little bit more efficient. So even in the business of finance, we were talking about synergy, synergy, and that's important when you're building business relationships. So you get something out of it, something that you can use and apply as well. But then, so after the brunch, we added a new event this year, which is the comedy show. So, but after the brunch, we're going to go into this year, the all white party is going to be a day party. So once you've been able to release and got poured back into, if you cried a little bit, now you get to party and have a little fun. Now it's time for you to enjoy yourself, and then later on that night, you get to laugh real good, laugh your socks off at the comedy show. And then come the next day in your best, because y'all already know Lady J is always going to shut a red carpet down.
Yeah.
Always.
For real.
Come in your best on the
what
red
I say,
carpet.
You are so dope at what you do. I literally had to come over to you and be like, look, slow down, go get you some water, sit down for a minute. This woman was 2 hours running. And when I say running, I mean not literally jogging, but just 2 hours rolling, interview after interview. And if any of you know what a red carpet does, it's person after person because they're trying to shuttle people through. And I'm like, yo, sit down for a second. I'm gonna get at least 5 or 6 for you. And then, Billy from the arena show, he kicked in, Bam kicked in. But yeah, I mean, this lady will tirelessly just go at it.
Pain and all. And
you see the grimacing on her face. And you like, are you good? Yeah, I'm fine. No, you ain't. Sit down.
I mean, listen, I'm not a complainer and I do what I have to do. And I think that one of my favorite events to do is like the Gospel Choice Music Awards. I absolutely love Mr. Jeffrey Holmes. Shout out to him. Yeah. I love him. I love the whole team. And I had the pleasure of doing the whole entire interview for the red carpet last year. And it was absolutely phenomenal. I was in pain, but let me tell you, I had a ball. I think I did 105 interviews. 105 interviews that night, but it was so awesome and rewarding. People were like, man, Lady J, you are they're like, you're a natural at this, but when you are always engaging with people, and then people get to telling you, and because of what I do outside of media too, doing the counseling and mentoring, people just be spilling, telling their stories and everything. Y'all got me crying on the carpet and everything, and all of that stuff. So, but with the re-up, it's actually a black carpet. So it's not a red carpet, it's a black carpet. It's a red carpet experience. So you come in your best, and then you get to enjoy the award show. And it's not just for those who are being honored. All the nominees get something as well. But come out and support those who support you every day. Come out and support those who entertain you, who pour into you, who encourage you, who pour into you in some shape, form, or fashion. So, and this year we're in ATL, and you are the host this year for the Reup Experience.
What? Little old me. Thank y'all so much for thinking about little old me. Now, something I don't want you to brush past too fast. So, y'all gonna have to learn how to eat this year, cause y'all gonna go from a brunch to an all-white party. And y'all gonna have to already be dressed in your white. So if you got
so this year's brunch is an all-white theme, actually. So we're doing an all-white theme this year. And our theme last year was We All the Way Up. And this year our theme is Can't Stop, Won't Stop. So that's our theme this year. And our tagline for Reup is We Re-Up to Stay Up. So you have to keep coming back and getting rejuvenated in order to stay up on what it is that you're supposed to be doing, continue to go to the next level. You cannot operate on empty, so it's beneficial for everybody. And sometimes, people, when they first come to the brunch, they're like, I didn't know what to expect, but man, I didn't even know I needed this,
Yeah.
So, and it blows my mind that is the highlight of the weekend. So, and this year, only on our second year, so we did sell out the first year. On our second year, we're not just national now. It's not just a national Reup experience. Now we are international. We have people from Africa coming.
Wow.
People from Africa that were nominated,
Kudos.
and I think we have a couple people from Canada. I was just like, whoa,
Yeah,
so
that's what's up.
It was bigger than what I ever imagined, and you know how when God confirms something for you, Satan doesn't like when you are doing what it is that you're supposed to do. When I tell you every single time we get ready for the re-up, major things start happening, start major challenges and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, okay. That's okay. It's still gonna happen. I'm still gonna do it. We just gotta jump this hurdle, and we're gonna do it. We'll be all right. And so, this year we were blessed to have 140 nominations.
Yeah.
And now, not all 140 people responded on time and turned in their packets on time. However, we did have 140 nominations.
You know us.
And yes, I want everybody to know, though, that it's not just for professionals. It's for the entertainment industry. It's for all different types of industries and all different types of people from all different types of walks of life. So let me just put that out there, because a lot of people ask me, is this just the urban? No, it's not. And it's not just for your professionals, if you will. If you give something to your community, if you are community-based in any shape, form, or fashion, I don't care what it is that you're doing. I mean, we recognize beauty and fashion, also entertainment industry, nonprofit of the year, for-profit of the year, legacy award, humanitarian, trailblazer. There's so many different, the Inspire Award. We even have a category for young people, the role model of the year award. So you have to be 12 to 21 for that award, and you have to be some type of role model in your community or for your peers.
Oh, well, I can win that award. You said 12 to 21.
Yeah,
I got about
not even close.
I got about 6 more years. I'm eligible for that award.
You're not even close.
So,
but yeah,
then you got the white party after the brunch. You get a chance to get your little get down, kind of socialize. You got a little music going. You can network a little bit, build your brands, extend your brands, increase your territories. And then you said you decided to incorporate comedy. I appreciate that so much. So tell us about the comedy show and how that came about, who you have on it, and what you expect from that.
Well, laughter is good for the soul.
Yes, Lord.
And I wanted there to be something outside of just the celebration. So, you come and get poured into, you celebrate, you're honored. But I wanted to have something where you can, have a little bit of fun, be entertained. And so I decided to add a comedy show. And so now every year we'll have a comedy show. Those will be our 4 events for the whole entire Reup Experience weekend. And this year's headliner is Robert Sweaty Hands Dave, who happens to be an Ego Entertainment client, along with DL Marshall himself. So the gentlemen of comedy will be there, as well as a special. They are our featured guest, and then there is a special guest, Ms. Robinson, who will also be performing out of Atlanta. And so we definitely wanted to have or give the opportunity for those who live in Atlanta to be a part of the Reup Experience as well. So whether that's performing or being, on the comedy ticket and coming out, of course, those who want to be presenters or model awards and things. I mean, award models, award models, then they're able to do that as well. And so our first year, we were here in Indy. This year we're going to be in Atlanta. Next year we're supposed to be in Florida. And then after that, I am going to be choosing a city and state that we will be in every year, so people know exactly where.
I wonder what city that's going to
be. I have not confirmed yet, so I'm not gonna say nothing. But I'm leaning towards the one place. So
okay, that one place.
Yes.
All right. So now we talked about the pre activities and events. Now let's talk about the actual show that will be taking place on the 6th, which is the Reup Experience itself, the award show. What can people expect with that, and how has people been blessed from previous awards?
Well, so this year we added a whole lot more categories this year. We have 17 categories, and there will be live performances by different artists. There will also be, there's going to be, I think, four or five presentations for our honorees this year. And this year, one of our nominees blessed all of the performing artists with a major opportunity. Mr. Brian Irby of One Nation Under God. That is a record label and distribution company, and so every single artist will get a free distribution deal for not just their song but also their music video. And they
what about for comedy
to make money from
what about comedy videos?
I don't know. I'll ask him about that.
Ask about the comedy videos and comedy albums and stuff like that, because I really look to end of 2024 be able to say in 2025 I'm going to try to do an album. I want to do something live. So I think I'm going to try that. But that's, hey, now I want to say this because Lady J is very efficient. She moves timely. Don't y'all be having them long, exasperated thank you speeches and acceptance speeches, because
you have 60 seconds.
The host is going to come up there and lean right next to you.
You have 60 seconds. And if you go over that 60 seconds or start to go over that 60 seconds, you're going to hear some music and we're going to politely escort you off the stage because we have to keep the schedule.
Right. See, she nice. You're going to give them some music because I was just going to start busting in the song. Now, it's been too long since you've been
Hey, that works too. That works too.
Can you picture? I like to thank God. I like to thank my mama. I like to thank Mimi them. I like to thank my kids. Now you talking too long.
I might do 90 seconds, a minute and a half. There you go, 90 seconds. But yes, you can. We don't have time for a long drawn out speech when it comes to I believe in doing everything in excellence, and so we had so many challenges the first year, but when I say everything came together beautifully, it was awesome. Still, now I'm just excited for this year. I'm excited about meeting all of the people that I know are going to be there, that are coming. Our host DL, we already know him, so we see him all the time. But no, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. But I'm excited to.
We know you're going over there, dog.
Yes, I'm excited for this year. I really am. I'm excited because we're in a new city. We have way more people, from all over, coming, new people that are joining. And also the Reup Experience is not just a weekend experience. It's also a platform that supports, those who are doing great things in the community. So we have what's called the Community Service Leadership Academy. So kind of like the Academy for the Oscars or the Recording Academy for the Grammys. Yeah. So the Community Service and Leadership Academy, people are able to join. It's only $35 for the year for a person.
Wow.
And I think it's like $75 for the year for the VIP or Premier package. But you can also join the resource directory. So it's free. We add your brand to the resource directory on their reupexperience.com. So they're reupexperience.com. Go and add your information to the directory so that people from all over can connect with you, see what service and products you offer, because you'd be surprised at how many people linked up and say, oh, you do such. Oh, I've been looking for somebody that does that, or I've been looking for, and further on down the line, we'll start doing different chapters or mixers of people, in certain industries in certain states. So we want people to know, who you are, what you do, and things of that sort. And you have the opportunity to sponsor. Our sponsorships every year range anywhere between $250 all the way to $4,000. So we have we have sponsorship opportunities, for everybody, no matter what your budget is, and our offerings to our sponsors are way more than most, way more than most. So,
right.
It's very beneficial, very
I
beneficial.
couldn't believe it when you told me. I was like, oh, wow. Yeah.
It's very beneficial. So
now, if I'm in Atlanta, on April the 5th and 6th, and I want a brunch, I want a day party, I want to laugh at the comedy show, and then I want to come to this awards show gathering, what prices am I looking at? What is the fee?
So, the brunch is $35. That includes your food. That includes the whole shebang. And you also get a swag bag. So $35. The all-white party is $15. The comedy show is $25. And the general admission for the show is $45, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And then the VIP is $55, but then you can get a combo ticket with all four. So there's a general admission combo, and then there's a VIP combo for all four. You get the VIP experience and seating and all that kind of stuff, and certain things that come with that with the other events. So it's very affordable. It's not, breaking the bank or anything like that.
Right.
So we made it affordable for everybody because, the life is life for a lot of people.
Yep. And y'all make sure y'all hurry up and reach out to Lady J to get the bundle package. Everything is bundling right now. So go on ahead, bundle it up. You don't want to eat. You sure gonna want to go to the brunch. And then y'all know how y'all are, because I've been one of y'all all my life. Y'all gonna be nosy trying to see what's going on with the music and all that. So you're gonna want to go to the day party, and then you're gonna want to laugh. So go on ahead, bundle up, and then you're gonna want to go to the awards party.
Seating is limited. So I'm going to tell you, if you think you can wait till the day of, you're going to be upset. So I suggest you get your tickets now, right now. The earlier, the better. All right. For those of you who are traveling from different states, I mean, you making it a spring break trip or whatever the case may be, all the information is on our events page on reupexperience.com. Everything you need to know, our hotel information, all the events, locations, times, what's included, everything is on there. And if you still have questions, you can hit us up by clicking the contact tab, contact that's on there as well. And this year's caterer for the brunch is none other than Let's Talk Catering, owned by Miss Shan White.
Man, that is some good eating.
Yes,
that is some good eating. Oh, my goodness. And that is kicking off things on April the 5th, 11 a.m. to 1:30. So if you want, listen, I have had food from the hands of this chef from myself. I ain't telling you what I done been told. I ain't trying to sell you no lie. This woman can cook because she like to cook. All right. So y'all make sure y'all get yourselves ready. That's right. Get your tickets together and meet us over at 148 Georgia Avenue East, Fayetteville, Georgia. Don't you dare miss it. Get your tickets now. That's going April 5th, 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Then you're going to turn around at 1:30 on that same day and have your all white on. So you're going to have to eat real sedity unless you're going to have a change of extra white in the car. And that's going to be taking place the Moon Place. Again, 148 Georgia Avenue East, Atlanta, Georgia. Where you're all white or you're mostly white. Now, mostly white don't mean dingy white. It means white with some color splashed in there. Don't come in here with your clothes looking dingy. Talking about what y'all said, almost white. No, we didn't. We said mostly white. So you can have other colors as well. Because if you come in there with dingy white and you walk up in here, me, bam, sweaty hands, Miss Robert, one of us gonna let you know that your white is not as bright as it should have been. I understand that now. We don't want nobody getting no attitude, getting in their feelings. So you just make sure that you survive that. Again, man, look here. Tickets only $25, and that's immediately following the all-white party. That's right, 8:00 p.m. You won't be in the place. Now, when I say immediately, I know how y'all are. We're going to give you a break. We're going to let you go change. We're going to let you go get your food and all that. But y'all make sure y'all in y'all mind and know, get on back here. Y'all heard her say seating limited, and we starting on time because she starts on time. And then, of course, on the 6th, it is the 2nd annual National Reup Experience Awards, hosted by yours truly, Mr. Sadwaffair, the DL Marshall. And that now, pay attention, peoples, that is located in Atlanta, Georgia, but 2365 Pleasantdale Road. Yeah, we switched up locations on y'all just to see who was paying attention. So y'all make sure y'all get y'all selves and y'all hinds ends on over to the Reup Experience. Take advantage of the brunch, the white party, mostly white, not almost white, and then turn around and enjoy the comedy show on that Friday. And then the Saturday, we're going all the way up with the Reup. All right. We're going up.
One thing I forgot to mention is this year we have a shoe cam. So we know that shoes bring the whole entire ensemble together. So when you step on that black carpet, you better be ready with the kicks. Okay.
Now you know how me, you, and Bam do when it comes to footwear. So I'm oh man, you just done turned this into a sporting event. Oh,
we're gonna have best shoes for male and best shoes for women.
And don't have your toes hanging over your soles.
Yes,
remember that.
So we will have a shoe cam, and we will have best shoe for male and best shoe for women. So yeah.
Man, we appreciate you, Lady J, for hanging out with us, man. This has been the most enjoyable, quickest hour I have spent in a long time, and I thank you for making that such. And so let us know what else it is you want to tell us. Shout outs to people, where you want them to go, how you want them to reach out to you one more again, and then you can recap with the Reup if you so choose.
Well, first and foremost, I want to say thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Definitely.
So real quick, don't forget to go get your tickets at reupexperience.com. Get them right now, April 5th and 6th. Get them now. It's tax season. The tickets, matter of fact, you don't even need your taxes for these tickets, okay? Go get your tickets. If you want to know more about Lady J or Ego Entertainment, go to ladyj.co, ladyj.co, or egoentertainmentnet.com. Also, Ego Entertainment wrapped up production for a major full feature film that will air on Tubi first, and it will also be coming to Netflix. So right now, there is a exclusive private virtual premiere where you can view it before it hits this weekend. It's supposed to hit this weekend on those platforms. If you go to egoentertainmentnet.com, go to our events page, you will see it. Just click the button, go get your tickets. It's only $7.99 for you to, premiere it before it hits those platforms. Shout out to Swade Wilson of Viewline Entertainment. He is the writer and producer of that film. He is a multi-award winning producer, writer, actor, and director. He has won over 89 plus awards. He's a 3-time Diamond Award winner and 1-time Gold winner. So trust me when I tell you that this movie is lit. And we had the pleasure of doing production management and co-producing this film. And last but not least, Lady J is gearing up to shoot her film that is based on a true story of one of my books, which is I Survived Suicide. It's a book collaboration with me and a few other women. So we will be shooting that starting in April. And so, yeah, and be on the lookout for the full launch of Ego TV Network.
I'm being in that. If I have to walk on set, remember on Saturday Night Live when that man used to just walk past while stuff was going on? I'm going to be in that movie.
Everybody is so excited about it. I kid you not, I have like 50 submissions already for that film because everybody's putting out, entertaining content. But this is something that is near and dear to me because it's something that I live myself. But also, aside from that, this is a conversation, and not just a conversation that we need to have because it's taboo and people don't like talking about it, because then that means we have to talk about those underlying things that lead to suicidal ideation. But it's necessary.
Yes.
It's necessary, and not just to tell the stories, but also to share with people how to avoid going into that dark place and how to overcome and get over those root causes so that those symptoms will subside. And so people are looking forward to it because it is, real, it's raw, it's relevant, and so I'm excited. And this is just volume 1 because volume 2 will be the next collab for volume 2 of I Survived Suicide. So
and it's so apparent that we press to talk about that because unfortunately a lot of times depression doesn't show itself until you've been consumed by it. So and it's so silent and it's so fluid. It's subjective to who is going through the depression. So it's so hard to say, well, how come you didn't see the signs and why didn't you know? Because it hits people differently. It hits people different. Some people can wear a mask better than others. And so, yeah,
absolutely.
that's going to be a dope.
I'm excited. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah. I'm very excited about it.
And we're going to have you on Dang DL. We're going to start with that podcast starting in March. Start taping and interviewing for that in March. And yeah, that now I get to be myself. Yeah. Yeah. That might not even make it to YouTube. That might have to be Patreon only. Yeah. Like, you know how it is, ladies, when you be saved. Yeah, you be saved. See, it's certain reins I have to have pulled on Backstage Conversations and the Arena Show. With Marsh Media News, but with Dang DL, it says it's in the title. It's in the title. Dang. And I'm not acting unsaved or unseemly, but a lot of things that smile hides and they say grin and bear it. Oh, I'm gonna grin and share it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. But that's a dynamic that I do want to touch though. Because that's a Dang DL subject of depression and suicide. Even with how we date, interact, and romanticize, and even have platonic relationships, business relationships. I'm gonna touch on them too. But the very first episode, y'all gonna get a kick out of that. To side or not to side, everybody's been a side piece or had one. Oh, y'all wait for that one.
Has everyone? I don't know about that.
I don't know. If you look back down the line, you might have had one or been one or both.
Possibly. I mean, I guess that could be true for a lot of people. Yeah. I guess that could be true for because and some people have been one and didn't even know it. Or found out late. So
that's what I'm getting at. See, a lot of people hear that title. It's shocking, but I ain't gonna give up too much more because I want y'all to come in and watch it. But hey, getting ready. We've got right here on Marsh Media, channel I-70, Marsh Media Backstage Entertainment. You can catch the award-winning season 2 and season 1 of DL's Backstage Past Conversations, the podcast where you get a chance to see what you hear on radio. And I hope you guys are enjoying, because we almost done with season 1 of the Arena Show with Bam Brown, Billy Bird Sr., and yours truly, DL Marshall. Man, we've had some great conversations and interviews with that. And that Coffee with Charlie that's coming. We've got Picture Perfect with Sean Lee. Y'all can catch us each and every Monday morning, 10:30 a.m. with Marsh Media News Update. And I Just Be Bam is coming, hosted by Bam Brown. And Be You is coming, hosted by Billy Bird Sr. So we got some content coming from Marsh Media Entertainment that we can shuffle on over there to EGO Network. So thank you so much for your time, sharing your information, Lady J. And how can they once again listen, read, all that? How they get in contact you with one more again?
Go to egoentertainmentnet.com, egoentertainmentnet.com. If you subscribe to the site for free, you'll have updates on our opportunities, casting calls, opportunities for your businesses, your brands, where we're going to be at, events, all of that. And you can listen to the website. You can listen to the radio station right from the website. Have the link where you can download the app. Check out our new app. Our new app is dope, y'all. Y'all get the Ego News, everything on there. You can check out the recaps of us on Carpets, live, feeds, interviews, all of that, and listen to dope music and these shows 24/7. So egoentertainmentnet.com, everything you want to know, all the opportunities you have. It's a big site, so feel free to browse while you're there, but subscribe. And Ego News, check out Ego News. If you want to be featured in the Ego News, let me know. We've been featuring people left and right. And, you know, and Ego Entertainment is a big network. Like I said, we reach over 75,000 people a month. So, you know, come check us out. We would love to feature you, love to support you, love to promote you, or whatever the case may be, whatever it is that you need. And be on the lookout for specials. Right now, we're running a major feature special. So right now, for only $15, I'll do a major special at the beginning of every year. $15. You will get an article on Ego News and get 3-day run on JQLM Radio for your brand. So, and it will run at least 3 times a day, every day on there.
You can't
for
beat that.
3 days straight. You can't.
As my granddaddy used to say, you can't beat that with a stick.
You can't beat it. So all you have to do is go to egoentertainmentnet.com, go to Ego News, click the Be Feature button. That's it.
All right. Atlanta, Georgia, get ready. April 5th and 6th. It's the Reup Experience. You don't want to miss it. Brunch, day party, comedy show, and award show. We coming to you, Atlanta, Georgia. You heard where to go. You got any more questions? That's where you get your questions asked. Thank y'all so much. Lady J, thank you so much. Hang tight for a minute. We appreciate you so much. Hey, y'all, once again, another dope conversation with a dope conversationalist, Lady J of EGO Network, JQLM Radio. Man, she's an author, she's a therapist, all that there. Go and take the information she gave you and further familiarize yourself with that fantabulous lady right there. Hey, man, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. Hey, bringing you the best in all there is to watch in podcasting and in radio media network. We are DL's Backstage Pass Conversations. Hey, man, we're going to get up out of here. We've given you the hottest music, interviews, talk, and topics this side of heaven, all the funny you can handle. And, man, listen, as always, the gospel of Jesus Christ is contagious. Catch it. All that you do, do it godly. Until the next time, be blessed.